IK-12 grade 9 and grade 8 English debate 2022. So the topic that will be debated today is, should mobile phone be banned in school? First, let's have here the pro teams. The members are Ms. Lei Sim, also known as Jessie. Next, let's have here Mr. Kim Chai, also known as Jack. The members are Ms. Hon Hanaga, also known as Jessie. Ms. Linh Quay Vợ Góc, also known as Matilda. And lastly, Ms. Quang Sinh Ling, also known as Fan. So, instead of explaining the sequences of this debate, I will just indicate which speaker turn it will be, and I'll call them by names. So, are you guys ready? Yes. How about you, my dear audience? Are you ready? Yes. Great. Let's get started. First, let's have here Miss Jessie. You have 3 minutes to point out your team's reason of being pro on the topic given. Hello.
Mobile phones are the leading cause why students these days fail. So, because they tend to pay more attention to their mobile phones instead of their studying. That's why my teammates and I firmly agree that mobile phones should be banned at school. My first point is, phones are a distraction to students during school hours. First of all, we all have mobile phones beside us all the time, so notifications will constantly go off at any time. And even though your phone may be on silent mode, it will still disrupt the students as long as your phone is still on vibration mode. A student's attention is divided into 2 tasks, which is what the teacher is trying to teach and what the student is trying to do with their mobile phones. Their photo galleries. After that, they're going to hide it behind their back or inside their pockets. They can actually secretly take them out and check it during this.
Okay, so with the advancements of technology, cell phone is very useful in our life. That's why my teammates and I really and strongly disagree that cell phones should be banned in school. I will raise up 3 main points today. The first main point is that mobile phones make communication easier. You may ask me, why does it make communication easier when you already communicate with each other at school from face to face? Parents tend to call their children when there's an emergency. You have to copy it at home. You don't have to copy it while listening to the teacher. There are students that copy and don't listen to the teacher explaining, so they let the teacher explain it again. If it's 1 or 2 students, then it's fine. What if it's more than that? Will the teacher have the patience to do that? I don't think so. The point is that mobile phones can be used for emergency cases that need evidence. I'll give you a scenario. For example, there's a school fight going on. You can take your phone and record the situation. You will have evidence. You can ask me, why do we have to take our phone and record it when we have security camera? Normally, school fights don't happen in wide open area. It happens at closed and hidden area. So, normally, in the bathroom, I would say, if you go to the bathroom, there won't be any security camera there. So will there be evidence of the situation? No. There must have been 1 or 2 students there to record the whole situation. If you get in trouble or you need to explain it, then you have the video as evidence so you won't be in trouble. That's it for me. Thank you.
Ms. Jessie had mentioned earlier, there are a few points I'd like to differentiate. First of all, you mentioned disturbance and how notifications and vibrations can go off in class and really disturb the class. However, can't you just turn both of them off before the class started? No. You said it. Students could just take their cell phone out and check whatever they want, whenever they want. But the solution to this is not taking away the student's cell phone, but instead let the student change their habits. Because the student needs to know when it is and it's not okay to use their cell phones in different contexts. Otherwise, they won't be prepared to interact with their cell phone in the near future. Secondly, your second main point was how students use their cell phone in school environment. But in order for a student to not misuse their cell phone, shouldn't they understand proper cell phone etiquette first? Well, I believe students and schools should have a cell phone agreement on when cell phones are allowed to be used in school time. Otherwise, we all will be very bored, be honest. You too.
Thank you. In regards to what Ms. Shelley said earlier, phone can be used when a family member calls when there's an emergency. Yes, you're right, but don't you think parents can call the school receptionist instead? Because calling in class when there's a teacher calling, it will cause a disruption, don't you think so? Can't the school inform them after a break? Think of that, Ms. Shelley. Now, you also said if we don't understand a lesson, we can research it by our phones. Yes, but can we research it? Can't we just ask our teachers? Teachers are teaching us. We can ask the teacher, don't you think so? Plus, there's even books. We learn from books. We understand the book. So can't the book teach us a bit more? And last but not least, you also said when there's a fight in school camera can't usually have evidence since fight might happen in bathrooms. And phone, we can take pictures as evidence. Yes, but there are also witnesses. Maybe one or two witnesses. Don't you think so, Ms. Shelley? That is all. Thank you.
And the last round, which is the conclusion. Now, let's hear from Mr. Chester. You have 2 minutes to give your team closing statement.
Hello. As a student of Westland, I understand the need that we have to make class peace. So, in relation to Ms. Matilda's points that she had mentioned out, she had mentioned that the teachers or students can turn off their phone before entering the class. So, what if the student didn't and forgot to close it off? Think of it, Ms. Matilda. If the student forgot to close it off, they would make a disruption, and that would be really bad. But look at all the students here. How many students are here? Do you think the school would go through every student to make an agreement with? And that would take really long. And even if you made a rule, who's going to enforce it? Who's going to enforce it? If the school tried to enforce it, it would cost a lot of money and a lot of time as well. So,
Hello, before I begin, I'd like to make some response to Mr. Jack's statement. He stated that parents can just send the message to the school. Well, sending the message to the schools means the receptionist will receive the message. The receptionist will have to send the message to the security guard, and the security guard will have to disturb your class for a while. If we're going to ban mobile phone, then the school may have to hire more security guards. Doing this, the student will not be able to respond back to the parent's message, and it will also disturb the receptionist's time. Mr. Jack also said that if there's any problems, the student can just ask the teachers. Well, teachers can't answer everything. Some students will ask questions that teachers can't understand. That's why mobile phones are also important in class. Mr. Jack also stated that in a school fight, there can be witnesses. We don't need our phone to record what's going on. But those witnesses will take sides in the fight. With this happening, we can't believe what they say. There's no evidence stating that this happened. With our mobile phone, we can record down everything as evidence. Dear parents, don't be bewitched by what they say. Our mobile phone can serve as a good assistant to your child. Your child can even get better at studying with their mobile phones. To conclude, my teammates and I strongly believe that we should not entertain the idea of banning mobile phones in school. Thank you.
Classmate, please join me here. Thank you everyone for listening to our debate.
Thưa hỏiបងប្អូនសិស្សានុសិស្សបើបង្រៀនគាត់និយាយថាប្រធានបទហ្នឹងត្រឹមត្រូវស្របគឺគាត់ត្រូវមានតក្កអីកមួយសំរុំគឺគាត់ត្រូវចេះលើកហេតុផលលើកឧទាហរណ៍ដើម្បីមកពន្យល់នៅអ្វីដែលគាត់លើកឡើងបាទ